Today I want us to just have a look at Kevalla farm. We have been here talking about everything about poultry. I've never taken you around Kevalla farm. So today I want to show you people how I'm rearing 2,300 birds and on a very small piece of land, and above all in the middle of the city, because right here where we are staying I'm surrounded by neighbors, but my neighbors have never complained. So if you've been there and you're hesitating to begin a poultry farming, maybe you have some space around you, maybe in your backyard, and then you have been hesitant that maybe the chickens are going to smell for people, that maybe the chickens are going to make noise. So today I want to encourage someone as I take you around, because here, as I've been telling you, this place is just the neighbor to my home, because when we were constructing our home, we left this piece of land just a 50 by 100 feet. It is where I am having my two chicken houses, one which is containing 800 birds and then another one which is containing 1,500 birds. So let me just take you around and we see how Kevalla farm is. So let's just go. So let's just begin from where we began from. This is the chicken house where everything began from. This is where the training, the learning, this is where I learned from. And this house, initially it was containing 500 birds. Let's go inside. Let's go inside. So as you can see, these birds are doing well. They are laying. They started laying. It's now a month since they started laying. So this is where everything began, as you can see. So when you're constructing your chicken house, you're supposed to make sure that it is so open enough. As you can see, mine is open, in that there is a good circulation of air. And when there is enough saturation of air, birds are not going to get sick. So as you can see, so when we began, the chicken house was stopping from here where you're seeing the separation, there where you're seeing those two poles. So when I was bringing in this bunch, this is the second bunch, I expanded up to the extreme end, up to the boundary wall. So you can see there is a boundary wall, that is the boundary wall, and then that I have a neighbor, that is the neighbor's home. So I extended up to the extreme wall, up to the boundary wall. So that is why now this chicken house is containing 800 birds. So this is where everything began, and this is our second bunch. So as you can see, we are having eggs. The birds started laying, and as you can see there, we have eggs. So for someone who is out there and you're hesitant of beginning, that I don't have enough land, you can do wonders on any small space that you're having. After seeing that the birds were doing well, because we had people used to tell us negative things, that the birds can die in a brooder, that the birds, that you wake up one morning and you find everything dead. So after looking after this, after looking after the birds, and then we saw that everything they were saying was a lie, we decided to expand, and we put up this chicken house. As you can see it. So this chicken house is containing 1,500. So let me take you there. But before we go, we have our tank here on this chicken house. This is our tank. and this is where we get the water from. Actually, we have two tanks, one here on this chicken house, and then another tank on the other chicken house, and that is our camera there up there. One of the cameras is there, and that is we have dogs, and that is where they are kept. That is their kennel. This part we left it as a working area. Remember, at some point we have to move manure from the chicken house, and we move it out. So we left this part such that it can work as a working area for us. So as you can see, this is a pawpaw. We have a video which is talking about the benefits of pawpaw leaves and seeds to chicken. So this is a pawpaw. Actually, we have around 3 trees, pawpaw trees. So that is one. Another one is there. Then another one is there, very tall. And then, as you can see, we have planted some aloe vera. Here we are having our aloe vera, and then we have tobacco. Tobacco controls snakes from entering your farm. So there we are having tobacco, and this tobacco is surrounding the whole of this area. And as you can see, this piece of land, we have neighbors, and this is a very beautiful home. Here is my neighbor, and they've never complained that maybe the chicken are smelling, that there is a lot of noise. No, they've never complained. And then these are our laying nests. When our birds reach 16 weeks, we are going to put them back in the chicken house. So let's just move to the next chicken house. So as you can see, this is the second tank. So we do not spend any money to pay water bills. We collect rainwater. So, and as you can see up there, very beautiful apartment, and that is my neighbor too. Very beautiful apartment. But because I'm using charcoal here, there is no smell from the chicken droppings. So that's why all these neighbors of mine have never complained because of the smell, because of bad smell from the chicken droppings. So here we have this place. This is where we wash our drinkers. Remember, every day you have to wash your drinkers in order to stop diseases from your farm. So this is where we wash our drinkers from. Here, this is our feeding store. This is where we mix our feeds from. So there are two stores. Here is where we mix the feeds for these birds which we are still brooding. It's because they do not consume the same mixture of feed, so we have to separate. So these feeds are for the birds which we are still growing. And then next here, the second store here, these are the feeds for the birds which are laying, the other 800 birds. And our second camera is there. We do not want any theft here at the farm, so I had to install the cameras. So let's just enter the second chicken house, which is containing 1,500 birds. So these ones have escaped, they are outside the brooder. So here we are. These birds are just 9 weeks, and as you can see, and it's a brown breed. These are very good layers, and as you can see, at 9 their combs are growing up so well. So we expect eggs from these birds so early. Remember, we expect eggs from 16 up to 18 weeks. So from these birds, according to how I'm seeing them, I expect eggs at, so you can just see their combs. They are just growing so fast. Actually, I even thought that these were cocks, but when my vet came here, he told me that there is no cock because the combs are growing so fast. Just to have a look at that one, Have a look at that bird there. Just have a look at that bird. The Have a look at the bird. The combs and what was are growing so fast. So in this chicken house, we are having 1,500 birds. So a total of 2,300 birds. And as you can see, this chicken house is so open. And that trampoline which you're seeing there, right now it's during the day and it is hot. So what we have to do, we put it down, and at night we raise it up because these birds are still so young. So we raise them up in order to stop the rain and then the coldness. So you can see the chicken house is so open, it is so built properly. So that is how you're supposed to build your chicken house. And in my chicken house, at the farm, we always have a problem of rats. So I would advise you that you always put this site in your chicken house. That site, as you can see there. So the importance of this site is to put poison when we are trapping the rats. Remember, you cannot put poison in the chicken house because you may end up killing the birds. So what you have to do, you put the site up. I think when you look at that pipe, you can know. When you go to hardware shop, you're able to get that pipe. So you create the gap in between whereby you keep pressing poison, and the rats, when they are moving, they will just enter and eat the poison and then they just fall down. So you just come inside to remove the dead. You can see the birds are looking so beautiful. So right there outside, if you can see through the chicken house, that is the labor quarter. That's where the the workers who are working on this farm, that is where they sleep. That's how Kevalla farm looks like, and that is how I'm able to raise 2,300 birds on a small piece of land. I would want to expand because my target is having 10,000 birds, and I want to tell you that I'm working on that. I have already purchased land, so from this bunch, I'm going to work hard and make sure that I start on constructing the chicken houses. My target is having 10,000 birds, and that is what I'm working on this year. So thank you so much for watching me. If you're new on this channel, my name is Lillian and I'm from Kevalla Farm. Please consider subscribing to this channel if you're new. Here we talk about poultry farming, everything poultry. And I'm telling you, you're going to learn a lot about poultry farming because here we share each and everything about poultry farming. And to our returning viewers, I'm really so grateful. Thank you so much. Our subscribers, thank you so much. I can't take that for granted. So thank you so much for watching me. Bye bye. Till the next video.